Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel, Christina B1. I am Christina and I work as a naturopath, and today I'm going to tell you more about this exciting, amazing vitamin, vitamin B12. So I'm going to share with you 12 things that I think you should know about this amazing vitamin. Number one, B12 is important for the production of new red blood cells. And the red blood cells are the ones carrying oxygen to all the different parts of our body. So it's needed every day to all our cells to get enough oxygen. So it carries oxygen is one of the most important part of B12, because if we don't get enough, it can lead to a lot of different deficiency symptoms that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But one main thing is that it also helps then to prevent anemia. So anemia is when you have too few red blood cells and you get too little oxygen and you get very pale and extremely tired. And you can also experience breathlessness. So that's number one. Number two, it's also, of course, then it gives you a boost of energy. If you have enough red blood cells and you get all this oxygen to all the parts of the body, you do get a boost of energy, because we need oxygen every day to all our cells in our body. Number three, it's very important to support the brain health and the mental health. It's actually also called the brain vitamin because it's so important for the health of our brain. It's seen that it's important for the cognitive function. That is, that the brain can handle, organize the information that we get and use it. So cognitive function, of course, is a very important thing, especially as we age. Remember, we need more B12 the older we get. So this will reduce the risk of dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and memory loss if you get enough of your B12 and make sure you do get it out to your cells. So it will reduce also the risk of depression and mood swings, because B12 is also helping and supporting the production of the neurotransmitters serotonin and the other neurotransmitters we need to feel in a good mood. So therefore it's called the brain vitamin. Very important and a good thing to remember. Number four, it's very important to support our nervous system. Like the other B vitamins I have already talked about, it protects our nerves. It's important for the body to create a myelin sheet, the protective layer around our nerves, so the nerve signals go as they should and we have a healthy nervous system. So number five, it's also important in the production of the DNA. So to have a healthy DNA functioning and the synthesis of the DNA, so when we're producing the new cells, that they get healthy. So of course, it's also important with enough B12 during pregnancy, when we're going to create a lot of new cells in the baby. Number six, it's important for your heart health. Just as some of the other B vitamins, B12 is needed to lower homocysteine levels in the blood. So when the homocysteine levels, it's an amino acid, if that gets too high in the blood, they have seen that it can lead to problems with the heart, and it can even lead to heart attack. So you want low levels of homocysteine, and B12 will help you to keep them down. Also, number seven, it's supportive of our bone structure and our muscle health. We do need B12 for the formation of new bones in the body. So it also will maintain healthy bones as we age. It's increased the absorption of calcium, so it will lessen the risk of getting osteoporosis. Together with, of course, enough calcium, and D vitamin is also important for the uptake of the calcium. It also prevents muscle damage and gives us better mobility, and that we can walk properly. So people also with lacking B12 and it starts affecting the muscle, they grow weaker. It can also make our lose our balance more easily. Number eight, it reduces the risk of blurred vision. So of course we need enough oxygen to the eyes for them to function properly. So it's to have a healthy retina, and for having enough oxygen to the optic nerve to have a good eyesight, we do need B12. It also gives you a healthy skin, hair and mouth. because these are also areas that oxygen is very important. To have a nice glowing skin, we need oxygen circulating out to the skin. If we have lack of oxygen, we get very pale and even a yellowish skin color we can get. Also, it reduces the risk of hair loss because we need enough oxygen to the hair follicles to produce new hair. Reduce the risk of mouth ulcers. So a deficiency symptom of B12 can be that you get a lot of ulcers in the mouth, but you can also get a swollen, red, burning tongue, can also be a sign of B12 deficiency. It's very important for digestion. Like all the other B vitamins, they all play an important role in the digestion of food, and it's boosting our gut health if we have enough. So if you have diarrhea, nausea, or cramping in the stomach, it could be that that's a B12 deficiency symptom. It also helps with eliminating the harmful bacteria in the digestive tract, and it helps the presence of the beneficial bacteria. So it can also help reducing the risk in candida overgrowth, for example, and plays an important role to have the gut health that we need with a good bacteria for the best health. And of course, we know also the gut health also affect our mood, that we can stay in a good mood. So how can we, why do we get B12 deficient? What are the reasons that we will get? Because we only need small doses. Some of the B12 is stored in the liver and it comes pretty readily in the food. Well, some part of it that people can get deficient is, for example, if they're on a vegan diet, then it's a little bit harder to get B12, that's it easily absorbed. And also if you use a lot of food from the microwave oven, because the microwave oven will kill the B12, so we don't get enough from our diet. But the most common reason that people do get deficient in B12 is absorption problems, because it's quite a complex process with B12, that we need enough hydrochloric acid in the stomach, we need the intrinsic factor, and lots of different parts need to work properly for us to be able to absorb the B12. So people with inflammatory bowel disease or other problems with digestion might be very deficient in B12. Another reason can be medication. You might be on metformin for diabetes 2. That is a medication that will drain the body of the B vitamins, including B12. Also, if you take antibiotics for a long time, that will cause problem with digestion and you won't absorb the B12. If you're on the pill, that is known for draining the body of a lot of nutrients, and maybe an anti-acid for your stomach, because as I said, you need enough hydrochloric acid to be able to absorb your B12. So that is some of the reasons why you might be deficient. But what are the symptoms of deficiency? Well, the most common one and the first one you will experience is tiredness, weakness, fatigue. Also, the tingling sensation is the next one, that also fairly common, that you get tingling sensation, pins and needles in your fingers and your toes, or your hands and your feet. You can experience muscle weakness, shortness of breath, and heart palpitation. Like also you can have a racing pulse because the body is trying to pump around the blood faster for the organs to get enough oxygen. Also nerve damage, numbness in the nerves, neurological problems, joint pain can be a deficiency symptoms, and also of course digestive problems and an upset stomach. Confusion, memory loss also can be a key symptoms for a B12 deficiency. And depression, headaches, migraines. So there are some of the symptoms that might be your body signaling that you need more of the B vitamins and especially B12. So these are the 12 things I wanted to share with you today that I think you should know about B12. But remember that the B vitamins always work best as a team. You need all the B vitamins from B1 to B12, and now I made a movie on each one of them, so I hope you have listened through the whole series, and then you know that they will enhance the effect of each other and you will get best results from each and every one of them if you get the whole team together as a B complex. Make sure when you choose a supplement that it's clean, raw, high quality with high bioavailability, so you are sure that these nutrients are going out to your cells where you need it every day to have a happy, healthy life. I hope that inspires you to take your B vitamins, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you soon.